Welcome to Albion TV's live coverage of the NA invasion. I am your host, the Shozen One, and I am joined today by Robinhoodrs on the play-by-play and Tazzik on the camera and knobs. We are currently on a 15-minute delay as we cruise around the world looking for action on this very, exciting day of the season. This is the final invasion of this season, Robin, and we're kicking off triple points.
Yeah, it's not very often that we get a triple point finishing season. I think the last one that we had was the Energy Surge season, if I'm not mistaken.
Yep.
Obviously,
Well,
because we
actually,
do
Energy Surge, I believe, went 2, 3, 4 times. And the last week was a 4x week of energy in the Energy Surge. We also had the Invasion season, which had triple energy at the end.
Yeah, so this is the only quote unquote real season that has a triple point booster at the end of it. So
Yes.
and that also includes triple might and favor rewards from killing siphoning mages. So if you're looking to boost up some of your income, give it a couple days till those mages spawn on the territories and go out mage raiding. There's even a special little overlay on the world map to see what territories have mages up on them or not. And right now we're watching Xarge, and I don't know if this is like a summoning ritual or something to get mighty frogs out of the hideout or something. I don't know, but
What do they do? What is going on
coming.
here? I gotta get over here. I was hopping around the world looking at things. Oh, I'm not watching the ritual.
Yeah.
What is this?
So it's on God. This on God is the blob zoning in on the southeast door.
Right.
This is a level 8 territory. So during invasion days, the territories keep their levels. On reset days, so the start of a new season. Territories lose all their levels. They get reset back to level 1. So right now, this is the time for guilds to pick off some of these level 8, 7 territories that are dotted around the world for a couple days. This one's a pretty big one for Poke. They've been fighting on God back and forth for a couple weeks now during the NA 00 time slot. And there's been a lot of turtling on top of these territories. Both sides do it.
Yeah, we've seen a lot of turtling. Yeah.
But with On God now undeclaring their hideout here from a HQ down to a hideout, it's only a level 1. And if Poke can grab hold of this territory, we may see some whacking going on.
Wacky.
Wacky, indeed.
Well, we have not seen much of that. We see CIR doing it right now. They've been whacking a, Black Order hideout for 3 days now, 4 days? Back and forth?
Yeah. I actually, what happened at 18 with that?
So we saw Black Order come out. They were here a couple of different times. I did not get to see what happened with the hideout. We just had so much content. We were all over the world, and I totally forgot about that hideout.
Yeah, well, it is down to its final shield for tomorrow.
Oh no, that means it lost one today.
Yep. I didn't actually check the battle board as well for 1800, so I don't know how it went. If we get some downtime,
well, I will say it was a wild invasion day today. We just had constant content. It was nice to show Lupac the new arch and how they're playing in general, and they had a number of good matches early in the day, a number of good engagements. They got to fight multiple groups as always. It was a fun invasion day. Well, yeah, it's invasion day, not reset day. I get those two confused. Thanks for clearing it up earlier.
It happens. Oh, we do have a relevant zoning in onto Xarge as well here.
Oh, no. That's going to be a big one. That's Irrelevant is running around with a very large group right now, or generally. I don't know what they're doing at this time period, but we saw, I think it was a 48 today.
Actually, I think it went all the way up into the 50s. I think they were sitting on like a 57.
Oh, a 57. Okay.
Yeah, they had some big boy numbers at 18. They can pull 50 disarray debuff 400 time slots, so there's a potential that they have some big numbers here today for Invasion Day. Sarge decided to third party, or actually he worked with Surf today to fight Irrelevant during EU Invasion. So there
I saw
could
that.
be a potential for Irrelevant to be working with On God.
Oh,
Just a potential.
a little turnaround is fair play, is what you're saying.
Indeed. But we'll have to wait and see how that plays out. But Irrelevant are big enough to take on both forces by themselves.
They're so huge.
Yeah.
And I have to give them some credit, though, for not breaking into multiple alliances right now.
Yeah. They're just sticking through it. You know, Disarray debuff hasn't really been affecting them that much from what we've been seeing in fights. I don't know what they would be like if they split alliance tags with organizational
Well,
on the battlefield.
How effective would Sun truly be? Those old guys, you know, they blend in well in a group, but if they're all trying to hit their Qs and Ws at the same time, it's just gonna. Oh no, Rob.
Yeah, I mean, I know what you're like with like.
Yeah, just think.
looking at
Add
name
another
tags.
20 years. Add another
Exactly.
20 years. Like it's not good. It's not good.
It's not good at all.
Lupak is the youngest member of Sun. It's been confirmed.
Wow.
No, that's not true. It's not true at all.
Okay. Oh god. I don't know what is going on here. It looks like Irrelevant went inside the static dungeon. They're zoning back out now, so they must have been chasing someone. Militant just clearing up some of the rats are already scurrying around. This is pretty much right next to the Fort Sterling portal. So a lot of rats scurrying. We do have other people masked up. I don't know if you were bouncing around on your second monitor. Definitely pay attention to like the bottom list of names there that I've added into chat for you. As we do have quite a lot of different NA groups out and about. You're welcome.
Oh yeah, yeah. Thank you. Yeah, I've been hopping around. I'm currently hanging out with the Lonely Men, seeing what they're doing. They have a bit of a group out and about. Still no fight on them. We often watch these guys. They often get into some nice fights against larger groups on Invasion Day. And today is going to be no different, as I believe they're only rocking a level 20 disarray. A little low, even for the Lonely Men.
Yeah, looking a bit lonely out there on the battlefield.
Yeah, they could use some partners.
Well, we're seeing people, you know, the Irrelevance on the northeast side, Pokes on the southwest side here. Something should kick off soon.
They're alliance members, though, here in Dystopia, rocking a pretty significant 48 disarray out here in Sunstrand Shoal, and I believe they have contact over here. I do see orange name tags and a bit of a repositioning going on. We might see content over here on SunCloud.
Alrighty, I'll hop on over to him. We'll keep an eye out on Sarge during the old Diddy Dance maneuvering.
Yeah, this is the Box Alliance here.
Okay.
With Pandora on the field. They're inside Hideout, or not Hideout, in territory now, taking the defensive position. There's no guards. We're currently pre-elite vengeful Guardian Lord.
I don't know if these guys work. I think these guys work together.
Oh, they do? Okay,
Yeah. I'm pretty,
Yeah, I'm looking at Universal HD just hanging out here. No attacks going in on him. I think you're right. I'm going to hop to another zone then.
Yep. Well, there is a lot of different people around, and we do have content. If you want to hop on over to Dell, it's going to be FVL Alliance Escalation versus Bomb Alliance here. So Voodoo and the boys, Albion Company, all those guys. I think Dell extremely outnumbered as we're halfway through this fight already. And some big engagements happening on the door here.
I'm going to go ahead and get a look at these disarrays here.
Alrighty.
See if I can't find out what FVL is rocking. A 31 for FVL.
That's pretty small.
And what do we got from Bomb? Oh, we can't even tell. Too many dudes. 40.
Okay.
So not too bad.
I think FEL could come out on top of this. They are getting bombed literally from all directions from the Bomb Alliance. Dell here trying to hold on for dear life. A lot of those one-handed mace air compressed combos coming in left, right, and center, but there's some massive clumping going on here from Bomb. If Dell can get a decent engagement off, he could find a massive deletion onto one of these groups that are just standing on top of each other. But then again, so is Dell.
It's the melee. It's that melee we've seen, like just the melee comps. Everybody's just up on top of each other. Just so many clumps in the melee builds.
Yeah, but nice defensive knockback there from the Command Mammoth, stopping that bomb squad from the eastern side here. But look at this, it's just orange name tag swarming in on top of Dell at the moment. He's trying to work his way through this map.
Nice cut through. He just cut down those guys right in front of him, Robin. He just went right through them like a hot knife through butter. No problem at all. Bomb didn't put up any defensives. It's just like they're on offense only.
Yeah, Dell's doing a solid job here. Just, you know, he's rotating his defenses through. Like, look at these preemptive duties coming down. He's just going to strike back to the northwest. Defensive Great Arcane's coming out to save a couple members of Bomb here. And his eastern flank is now pretty much clear. For now, he is pinned up against the southeast corner of the map, so he's playing the ridge of the map. He does have high ground advantage as well, which is playing into a lot of this fight at the moment. He's being able to see these bomb squads coming in from afar, and he's able to call out defenses pretty much a little bit earlier than Bomb would be able to.
Yeah, absolutely. Down here in the very bottom of this southern V of the map, actually, with mountains on each side of him, both to the east and west. And he's staying, like you said, on the cliff. And now I always worry about the cliff because of just so few places to go. And when you're facing greater numbers, the wrap is just a more significant potential when you only have one direction you can leave from.
Yep, but just like that engagement, he's able to delete a handful of Bomb in a single clump and dump. Didn't lose a single person on the return engagement. And Bomb's a little bit wary of pushing up here. They've seemed to pull themselves back from this this corner of the map, forcing Dell to come out down the cliff. Offensive Great Arcane's getting utilized by Bomb, but there's just no follow-up DPS. And it's just, look at this, just...
Small group after small group of Bomb just getting deleted. 4 here, 5 here, another 4, another 5, and it just continues on. And if they keep this grind up, Dell and Escalation here are going to pull out ahead. FEL just has to make sure they don't lose any large groups.
Yeah, Dell, actually, they do have 2 Command Mammoths on the battlefield as well. So that's going to be helping them quite a bit. Another solid engagement coming in here from Escalation. Just the second wave now coming in on the backlines to the northeast, tearing apart the backlines of Bomb. No return engagement just yet. Some defensives coming down preemptively, like we said before. Great defensives coming out for Escalation today. Cooldowns are up, and the second wave should be coming in. Bomb are on the back footing now. They're starting to flee. They're starting to break away here from the looks of it. Another solid engagement onto those defensive tanks. They're just going to get ripped apart as no heals are down.
Significant number of rats here today, Robin, in the backside of this fight. Haven't seen this many rats in a while, but I guess FVL brings out the best in people.
Yeah, I mean, it is Invasion Day, so
rats are to be expected.
You know, everyone's in the big boy.
I just haven't seen it. Yeah, I just haven't seen many rats lately since the changes. It's they're generally around, but we're seeing a couple of groups that have been hanging out behind Escalation, just following him as they walk over these corpses, and they check what's left behind. Real rat play. I mean, they're just looking for scraps at this point.
Gotta be done. It's gotta be done, and it looks like FPL will be taking their first win here for the NA invasion with ease. Dell, I don't think
surprisingly easy. Yeah, surprisingly. Well, maybe in his party there were a couple that went down. There are a couple of corpses here that are FVL corpses. But just overall, very clean fight. Well played by these guys here in FVL. And kind of surprising. I actually thought we'd see a little bit better showing from Bomb.
Indeed. Dell flexing even with his mount today. He does have the Rage Claw out and about. 11 mil mount, if you're wondering, for the audience at home.
That's it.
In his
Yeah.
full
I'm over
8.3
on
setup.
Slaya to Take Care versus W4H.
Okay.
On Slaya here. So we have, as you saw before, W4H can pull some significant numbers. The Lonely Men themselves weren't rocking very many, but they've joined up with their alliance, and they've got Take Care on the ropes. Triple X also here. That's Black Order, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Don't know. Are they in full force or are they just from rat stuff?
I don't know. I don't know. Like right now, it's kind of hard to tell because Take Care is really fleeing on the back foot here. And we also have the Box Alliance down here to the south. They're going to be coming around this corner. Let's see whose side they're on.
Well, there's a potential that they are working with W4H. Obviously, we did mention it just before here. So it looks like they're just collapsing on the back ends.
Slaya Hater just running into these guys? Yeah, okay, he's
so
letting them go. Yep, they're just very, very well done there. Single targeting Take Care members in that while they were 100% like engulfed over each other. Well done. Oh, hey, look what it's the summoning ritual on live now. I'm looking back. They're seeing the summoning ritual where Militant was running around in circles around the Mighty Frogs. Yeah, I can finally see it. Aw, that is fun. Cool.
It's cute.
Yeah.
It's cute.
I like it when people have a little bit of extra fun.
Indeed. Well, let's carry on bouncing around here to see what other action we can find. Press to play are out and about, but no content yet. I think they're just waiting. It is 2 minutes past the timer, so territories are now live. The Elite Vengeful Guardian Lord has spawned, and it is there for the taking.
You know, that one always gets me. It's quite the name.
Yeah, it is. We used to get it wrong every time, but we said it enough times now that we get it right every time.
Yeah. It used to be a meme. It was fun.
Indeed. I'm quite surprised. If you hop on to Sakamoto with a 0 at the end, they are fighting FBL once again versus Asbo this time round. So it's just Watch Out, I believe, and a couple members of Escalation. It's not the full force of FBL, if I'm not mistaken. I could be wrong, but I believe
what is this? Absolution over here? I think we had some people shouting out Absolution earlier today.
Yeah. Yeah, these guys seem to bump into each other quite a bit in this region. There's some back and forth sometimes 4-0-0 war reports between these guys. But Sakamoto, it looks like they do have Absolution on the back foot.
Did he say Lint Liquor is calling on this fight?
What?
He's calling for Arch. Not in this fight, but he's calling for Arch right now.
Okay. Thank you, Tazzik, for clearing that up. But do you have that on screen too?
No, they're killing like some mob right now, but he's a guy to watch for. I think there will be content soon.
Well, Arch has been content like all the time. They've been great at 18 UTC. They've actually been winning against a lot of the more powerful groups. They've been beating TC lately. They've been doing really well.
I wonder what they're like at NA. I wonder if Drake is still awake at that timer. But right now, it looks like Watch Out a little bit hesitant to push up the hilltop towards the territory here. Asbo just holding defense position, playing a little bit aggressive here, trying to burn some defensives for Watch Out, and it's working. Multiple Animatics and Locusts coming down here from SVL, not on a full engagement as well. I'm surprised Absolution didn't send a second wave here. Sakamoto trying to edge up, but these Grail Seekers for Absolution just shutting down anything. And Watch Out are just putting themselves in a very awkward position between these rocks, you know, natural rock formation, choke points playing into it. And they're
tightening up their group a little bit, and it makes for great targets for Bomb Squad Elite.
Yeah, slice edging forward. I see him.
Is that on the Savage? Is that Savage over there?
Yeah, they're the leader of Asbo.
Oh, I didn't know it.
Yeah.
Savage back and forth. Love to see it.
Slice still doing his thing here.
We got to put him in the list of people to rotate. I don't even see him in there. I didn't even know he still played the game.
So did I.
He was doing the NA War Report. I mean,
they don't mask that much.
oh well.
I think there's a lot of hand holding going on around this region, but right now it looks like Asbo definitely do have watch out on the back foot. It's starting to edge into the open world here. And look at this engagement coming in. Slam, bam, Sakamoto losing everyone surrounding him, apart from himself, because he had that trusty cleric cow. Second wave coming, swooping in from the western side. And watch out, we're not watching out for that western flank. And they just got demolished. It's going to be the final blow coming in here. The next catch, I don't think Watch Out have anything left. Offensive Icicle coming down. Some reinforcements coming in terms of Demon Fangs. Sakamoto looking for a return engagement here, potentially. I don't know. I don't think he's got anything left in the tank, though.
He's going in. He's got a clump right in front of him. That Absolution clump is going to be hit. One, maybe. One!
Trying to even out that battlefield.
It's one. It's one. They hit it. They hit it.
Well, nice showing here.
Sorry, I'm laughing. I just read a message about what's going on with Arch.
Well, Asbo still trying to advance down, and Sakamoto actually going in for a second turn here on the choke point. Gets shut down pretty much instantly. The Behemoth silence pulls, the Beetle silence pulls, everything coming out on the choke point for Asbo right now. And Sakamoto and the boys looking very shaky. Very shaky indeed.
Yeah, I don't think they have much. Just survival at this point. Try to get as many out as you can. But it doesn't look like this is a... This still looks like a fallback, not a retreat.
Yeah, I mean, if you take a quick peek at like what Watch Out have left in terms of like DPS, they got two pairs of gloves, they got a bloodletter, they got maybe 3 demon fangs.
Yeah, I see.
All the rest
demon
are
fangs
healer
in there.
supports and defensive tanks. Like
they got a couple axes out there. Let's see what they can do. Realmbreaker coming in. They've got a nice catch up here, but they've already lost one in the attempt. Oh, no. They lost one before they even got their DPS out. Oh.
Yep, and Savage was able to swarm from the western side again, and the flood comes in, and just like that, FVL are out of the fight. Very nicely done here for Absolution today. And there it is, the final blow coming in.
Robin, I've got confirmation. Sun are not that old.
Well, they have been recruiting for the next season, so it may have been. They
have to recruit. They have to recruit. You know, you have to bring in new members. It's not. They can't make new members. They have to bring in new members. Recruit them.
Well, a lot of them are gamer dads.
You know what? That's actually true. I have heard that it is a multi-generational guild over there. They do bring in the young ones.
Hopefully, they guide them in the right direction. Their children don't end up like some other people in this game.
Done. I see how you. I just did an interview with one of those guys who grew up in Albion.
Yeah.
We had Big Teeny on. Big Teeny runs one of the banks of Albion, one of the younger players in Albion. You know, I say younger. When he started, he was definitely in his teens when he started playing Albion, you know. Grew up a little bit in Albion. You know, we got a few of those. We got a Shiro and Exion, you know. I'm going to throw him in that category. One of those guys, you know, who's learned a little bit while they played Albion. Grown up a bit. We had such a long interview, we actually have to break it into 2 parts. It's going to be Wednesday and Thursday of next week, our interview with Big Teeny. And he's leaving the banking game and giving everybody back their money, which I don't understand, because the whole point of getting into the banking game is so you can steal it all. Right, Robin?
Exactly.
Right? I know. Like, how long did it take you to get into that Money Guild bank?
Like an exchange or something as well. You just
he was
with everyone's money.
Yeah, like that's the way you do it. You go, I'm just learning from the biggest exchanges in the game. Sorry, me and my 9 lovers are leaving.
We're off to our own island.
There's no extradition on my island.
If you know, you know. If you know, then
Yeah, you should
feel
look it
sorry
up.
for you.
Just go, just check out what's going on with crypto right now. It has gotten juicy. There's some e-dating in crypto, apparently.
Mhm. Anyway, let's
We digress.
yeah. I hopped on Chovy. They're currently taking some territories at the moment. They are beating down the elite Vengeful Guardian Lord here in Whitecliff Peak. Looking for content though, on the other hand, and a lot of running around from these Zergs, but not a lot of fighting. That's what we want. We want fighting.
We do want the content. That's what we're here for, Robin. That's what we come for, the content. The viewers come for the banter.
Indeed.
Tell googly moogly.
Just
They said Del what?
got a little pop up there, Tazzik.
What happened? What's happening?
I had a little pop up advertising some stuff for the game. Just letting the people see.
Oh, for the
it.
game. For the
Yeah.
game.
Yeah, it was
I hope it's for the game instead of your regular advertising.
It was.
Oh boy, I don't want to know what pop-ups you get.
It's the one where you like zone into the city. I honestly don't know what it's advertising. I think premium.
Premium.
Oh, in-game advertisement
Yeah,
popped
yeah.
up. Oh, okay, because I'm just thinking, Tazzik and pop-ups.
Yeah, so somebody you mentioned Sun being really old, and that reminded me of when Frank Sinatra said he won season 1. So I was just rereading that post, laughing to myself.
He didn't.
Oh, we may have some content here on X Sarge.
Hey, there we go. Some X content.
There's a big blob that might be engaged already, but he is wrapping around the south side here, Meltwater Channel. They better claim this territory because this is where I live to gather my resources. It's my level, well, it's currently level 7. It was level 8 territory. They are dismounting, edging potentially. Well,
We're so much closer. They're gonna pick one. Oh, no, he's gonna get away.
I don't know why they fully engaged on one guy.
Because it might be the best content they can get. They're fighting
Who is
against
on the other side. It's Surf who they work
Surf,
with
yeah. It's their
versus
friends, yeah.
Mighty Frogs on God
Where are the Mighty Frogs? Where's On God?
dying. Surf
what?
having pretty much.
Oh, so heading over there to Dominant.
No, I don't think Dominant's on. I checked before.
He was.
Oh wait, he is on.
Yeah, he
Okay,
is.
never mind.
Yeah.
My guy massing late nowadays.
Yeah, he's playing. He's playing. Dominant's an NA guy.
Yes, another big blob zoning in on the northwest. That's irrelevant, but they're going around. You don't want the smoke.
All right,
That
let's see.
was
I'm gonna go. I feel like I'm missing all the content. Every time I go from one, it's on to the next guy, and let's go back over to Dominant. Not there, not on Sarge. I don't know what's going on. These guys are just splitting.
Yes. So Nia.
Save me, Del.
Flat fiber node there, so.
Nope. Escalation is in their hideout.
This has been a
Quiet
one so far.
Quiet. I know that there's fights going on. I'm having a hard time finding them. So I think it's my fault. I know the fights are happening. It's not the world. The world is alive.
Once again, SBI, if you're listening, the request for a heat map.
Even if it's just for me. Even if it's just for me. I don't care.
Exactly.
I don't need to share.
We could share it on stream because it's on a 15-minute delay.
Well, I don't want to share it because, I know it's going to be real janky.
How can you make a janky heat map?
Because it won't have actual graphics on it. It'll be like, one of those heat maps that's all numbers. All right, I'm on Slay Hater. He's about to... Robin, as long as it works, I don't care. We got Slay Hater over here. We got Terra in the zone with them. Terra has demounted north of them. They might get some content here if Slayer Hater and W4H are up for the fight.
There's another blob on the southwest side. That's going to be more W4H coming in. Terra are coming off the territory as well. Slayerhead is
So
moving
what
back.
does W4H stand for? Is it wide forehead?
What?
You know, like those guys who have got big brains.
I don't know. Well, it looks like Terra does not have big brains because they just
Oh,
decided
they
to
got
ride
caught
in.
while mounted.
What are you
Oh,
doing?
no. Well, they don't have their leader on.
Well, they have unmeasured shot calling today, so
Hold on,
Slayerhead. Oh wait, you
Slayerhead.
didn't have that on
You
screen?
didn't have that, Tazzik? Are you kidding?
Oh my god, we said it like 3 times.
I made fun of him.
Oh.
You missed that.
Well,
It was
now
real
it just
good.
looks like we're just shit talking Terra. Great, that's another report. Anyway, now onto the real action as Terra are dismounted.
So, Robin, why don't you fill in the audience who didn't get to see it happen? What happened there? Because we saw
So,
Slayhead dismount, right?
well, they didn't see anything.
Yeah. But you and I saw.
We'll,
We
we'll
were watching
describe it
Slayerhater.
after the fight because I think this should be over quite
You
quickly
think this
here.
is going to be it? Yeah, because most of their forces were deleted while they were still mounted.
Yeah. The main force of CIR, though, come crashing in from the south side, hitting the back lines.
Oh,
Very
nicely
effective
done.
engagement.
Yeah.
And you know, I don't think they were expecting that.
No.
Slayerhead playing a little bit tunnel visioned here onto that western group, and now they have the main force of Terra CIR to contend with to the south. Here comes a little tickle onto some left behind players. Brimstone raining down onto the clump, not going to really connect with anything, but the next wave of terror comes crashing in from the west. Nice defensives coming in with the stoppage. There's another group prowling to the northwest side, so Slayerhead is surrounded at the moment. He needs to find himself a nice little choke point. There is one directly to his south side here, but he's not going for it. Going for a full engagement.
Oh, nicely done. A number of terror going down there, but there's just so many of them. I don't know.
Yeah,
Rob.
well, W4H do have, I think, like pretty much matching numbers, if not more.
Yeah, now that Dysphoria is here, that Dystopia, yeah, they had to show up in this fight, and then once they did, it really did even this out. Slayerhater blinking around the world for me. I'm getting a little bit of some technical issues there. I don't know what that was about.
Yeah, little hiccup there. I think we all had that from perspective POV. But
Yeah, I heard Tazzik giggling in the background, so I imagine he had it too. Jeez.
I think it was only perspective though, because it looks like these guys were just moving swiftly. Anyway, it looks like that's all over. If you want to hop into free roam cam,
okay.
And then if you want to come, where is it?
You want to find the pile of corpses, what you're trying to do.
Yeah.
Western side of the map. Might not be here anymore. It's been some time.
No, I found it.
It's Robinhood GM.
Yeah. TP to Robinhood GM.
Don't tell them the commands.
Well, they can't use it. They're not GM.
Now, this is not all the corpses here, Robin. This looks like some have started to go away over here. But
so you can see. Here?
So, well, we had Slayerhater was mounted, and he was kind of like moving around the map, trying to get a position where he could get some CIR. He demounts, and then in front of us come the Terra Alliance, while mounted, running right up in front of Slayerhater and the Lonely Men. And it's just the Lonely Men. It's not all of W4H at this point. They hit a nice, I believe it was, what was it, an air compressor there, Robin?
Yeah, air compress into the Soulswipe knockup. So they were locked in place. And then, yeah, we saw a solid, probably like 10, 15 people die, all mounted. It was a horrible misplay.
I would like to say the reason I missed it is because all of Escalation, I can only assume, was telling me it was Del Negro's birthday, spamming me. Turns out it's not actually his birthday, and they were trolling him. But
I was looking for an emoji that would be birthday
it's not his birthday.
Okay.
So I blame them. Not my fault.
All right, we'll take it. We'll take it. I think we did a good job explaining what we saw.
Yeah. There was a reason why we were saying what we were saying.
We were excited.
Yes. Oh, I'm going to carry on bouncing around. Chovy, what are you up to with press to play? You're still riding? Dude, they haven't even used food yet. And they've been out literally for 40 minutes. Just riding around. Like, surely, like, you know where the other Zergs are. It's not like, Slimhurst is quite a small area. Oh god. Well, let's see what Ellipsis is. Let's see what its pull-up is doing. In Greenshore Peninsula. Is he going for Arch? No. No, he's down in Limhurst as well. Okay. No action though. But it is castles in 9 minutes. So we got that going for us, which is nice.
Well, we're gonna be, we're gonna be wrapping up right around then. Generally.
There's a lot of territory still unclaimed.
Oh no! Well, oh boy.
You know what that means.
We're gonna be here for a bit.
Yep.
Okay.
Like, so I hopped onto SunCloud, and then I jumped into to look at the map. Surrounding him, I mean, I can see at least 4 or 5 territories still unclaimed in this region down in the south, by Limhurst. So just in that area alone, there's quite a few territories still up for grabs.
Sakamoto.
Sakamoto. Alrighty. Content. FBL once again versus Asbo once again. So Sakamoto looking to redeem himself.
Oh, that's
here.
a big force up there too. I like seeing this. This could be a good bit of content.
And this time around, it looks like FBL do have them on the back foot. And there's a very tight choke point coming up just to the northeast. If Watch Out can actually get an engagement off here, there's going to be some massive AoE escalation, a little bit of damage coming in here. They do secure a couple kills, but it looks like Asbo playing a little bit aggressively and looking for a turn. Good defenses coming out here for FBL. And I'm surprised Sakamoto is not applying the pressure here. He needs to.
Yeah, he's got to change the face of this match. He can't just play defensively and get overwhelmed.
Yep. This group to the west is cut off. This bomb squad here needs to get cleaned up, and it probably, I mean, if they can work out how air compress works, you actually have to stand on top of people when you pop air compress to suck them in. But nonetheless, this group at Asbo will get cleaned up on the western side, so a little bit of breathing room here for FBL. There is a second smaller blob coming in on the northeast side. I'm going to quickly check who that is. Oh, it's okay. It's more bomb coming in.
More bomb, yep.
Bomb now up to a... Wait. That's not correct, is it?
What do they have?
Oh, wait. Oh, it's bomb. Okay, it's only a 14 disarray debuff.
Yeah, bomb is a smaller group here. You've got quite a few FVL.
And then you have Asbo slap bang in the middle. And Sakamoto is trying to catch up here. Very snaked out Zerg. So if he does find contact, it's going to be a very weak engagement unless he can do some Diddy dancing here so the rest of his Zerg catches up. The battle has engaged Asbo looking east, and they should be looking west right now. Defensive tanks coming in here. Preempt Gig Pot coming out there from Sir.
Big catch on the way to the northeast.
Great stoppage.
There's the clump. They're going to get a few there. That's not nothing, Robin. That's a number of dead corpses. Well, that's generally what corpses are. Dead bodies.
Dead bodies.
Yeah. Living corpses are the worst.
I think Sakamoto just plays a very passive game at the moment. He's not aggressive at all. And I think that's what's like really causing him some issues here. he needs to play a little bit more aggressive, you know, get up in the face of these guys, stop allowing them to gain ground and getting these resets in. And like finally he mounts up and he's trying to catch up to the back lines of the ever advancing forces of Asbo. There's a really long bridge coming up, and this is going to be a very interesting scenario.
I think this is just a cutoff play. Get the rest of Asbo that's still trying to retreat across the bridge, because there's still more to the west. And I don't think there's much wrong with what Sakamoto is doing here with his slow and deliberate gameplay. He's winning his engagements. He's pushing off his opponent. Yes, he's not able to finish off his opponent, but we've seen time and time again, if you're trying to finish off your opponent, it's often putting you into a position where the return fire can be brutal and you might lose some people. If he's got his guys far away from re-gears and he's trying to keep them out for content, keeping them alive might be his priority.
Yeah, I'm quite surprised. Just, I don't know. It's a weird one. They do have Bomb still patrolling to the north, and Sakamoto really a little bit hesitant here about this group of Bomb. He doesn't want to be the meat of the sandwich, and he's going to decide to chase Bomb instead of fully focusing onto Asbo. That's still just to the south.
Like right now, if he's worried about like the bomb play in his back line by somebody who has a lower disarray debuff than him, it could be a situation where he really is just trying to keep his guys alive today. If keeping them alive is the main priority, I can understand this. Oh, just don't demount now.
Oh,
that would be
no. If
okay.
Asbo hit, they should have hit. They had the dismount before. They had, I think, 2 seconds, maybe 3 seconds of extra time to play with there. They could have hit watch out really hard and got the deletion. Obviously, cooldowns.
So many of Asbo are still mounted. Asbo is a mixed mount situation right now.
Behemoth getting shut down, deleted, dismounted.
Oh no. One down. Here's another guy from Asbo going down here, caught in isolation. They do look a little disorganized here, Robin.
Yeah, I think everyone's just trying to play around and not get bombed by bomb.
Not get bombed by bomb. Yeah, bomb looks dangerous. I think people have dealt with bomb before.
Yep. That's a Behemoth out of the picture here for Asbo, so it's a good pick here for FVL. But once again,
a lot of Behemoths today during the NA invasion. It was very active there from the menagerie.
It is a very go-to battle mount at the moment. Very nice camera work there from Mr. Tazzik. Oh, we saw a little bit of the blue.
Why'd you jinx it, man?
What happened?
Tazzik got spooked and it's like popped up and he's seen the blue sky. I was like, no.
I'm getting bored, guys. Sakamoto, engage.
I mean, he may get another battle mount right now.
Yeah, he's snagging another beetle. Yeah, he's doing really well. He's very deliberate, very slow, but his opponent is very disorganized and is leaving members outside of the group, which is allowing him to pick them off one at a time, which is a victory. And here's a second one, another pick off. Another one goes, and he's again. It looks like they're just leaving a few more people just a little out of position, and they're getting picked off one after one. It's not a huge score. I mean, the battle mounts, that's 2 of them now, not too shabby, but they're not getting a lot of kills, but they're not losing anybody.
I am still bouncing around looking elsewhere. A lot of people now sitting inside castles. Hop on to Chovy. We finally have content.
Oh, the great Chovy.
Yeah, press to play, finally finding content all the way up in Darkborough Snag over a castle versus AAA Alliance. It's literally 1 minute until the castle goes live here, and it looks like this is a heavy brawl fight at the moment. Chovy and the boys finding some big clumps here and a big deletion onto AAA's forces inside the castle. If anything, they should be pushing out into courtyard, play super aggressive. Delete that remaining clump of AAA, but it looks like they're going to go for a faux chase after a single healer here. AAA can go back in.
Oh my god. Robin, Tazzik, just come to Mishi with 2 eyes. The fight is over, but you'd have to see this before he moves. Like, it's to his northwest. We have to go back off him, go to the northwest, even just teleport to me, my character, and just come see this choke. We missed an arch fight. I just want to show this pile of corpses. Just teleport to the Shozen one. I'm standing on the pile.
Yeah, there now. Got some 2 torques. That guy died. Jeez, it's a lot of piles.
That's a lot of dead bodies, dude.
They're still fighting here.
Yeah, they're still fighting. We can go to Mishi over there on the other side, but I wanted to show that pile because that's impressive.
Yeah, every time I went to you, keep kicking me out, so I'll just stick on Mishi.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, when you're coming to me, the zone is probably full.
Oof. Escalation.
You were
hitting
stalking me instead of teleporting to me. You need to teleport to me after. Yeah, but you didn't unstalk somebody. You just teleported to me. So yeah, you need to unstock first.
Switch on to
Del?
Del. Yeah,
right,
he's in the fight. But
we also got great Hangway over here too. Haven't seen Hangway in a while. Heading over to Del.
Hangway could be calling here. He is spamming, but Del is just playing super aggressive.
We'll watch that. Yeah. Well, if this POV goes down, we'll hop over to Hangway and give him some attention. Casting for Arch today in the NA time slots. Del getting bumped up here. This is a rough bit of play.
Just no damage.
A lot of DP. Yes. No. Just CC after CC after CC. It's like they're playing with their food. It's like a cat. You know? Oh, this poor squirrel.
Oh god, that's a lot of buff right there coming out. I just saw red on my screen for a moment. Those Arch guys just getting insta deleted.
Yeah,
Arch though breaking choke point here and pushing FBL off of it. But Del looking to strike back here. Should have cooldowns up right about now. And look at these Arch members just stacked on this choke.
Oh no,
they're dead.
Oh yeah, they are. Look at that.
So it definitely seems like a different style of Arch from EU
without
to
M3R.
NA.
Yeah, they don't have M3R with them in Force. I believe that's a Spanish guild. So it just they don't have the guys that they have during the NA or the EU. Sorry, in the NA. They do have a number of different callers who are still very effective, but it's a different fight.
Indeed, they do have. So Arch are split in 2. They have the group across the water bridge here. They group a group to the northeast. Another devastating blow onto the water bridge itself. So Arch are split in 2 at the moment.
Arch getting some hits.
Little return here. DPS still coming. Health bars dropping, but
Arch,
great support.
Push, Arch, push. The support is real here. Oh, and then it was gone. And both sides, their support fell at the same time. Dead bodies from both sides. I think that it looks like Escalation won that in the end. If you go number for number, but we don't know how many Arch are here. It could be the Escalation's got to take.
Oh my god, no, not like this, Arch. Not combat looting. You're gonna die.
Yeah, that was a mistake, guys. They didn't die. They didn't die. Support was real. Only 3 guys died from looting. Well done, Arch. That's a victory. I'll take it.
Oh god,
on the tank, still in the back line here of Escalation from Arch on the battle mount in the back line. I think, is he on a Colossus still or a Juggernaut?
Not sure. That northeast group though is forcing the collapse here, forcing Escalation to give up the choke point. So a rotation's coming in. They do have a wooden bridge just to their southwest here, which it looks like Del is looking to get across and secure potentially.
Now, if you're Arch, you just go down on both sides. You just go down on both sides of this bridge and surround it.
Yeah, there's no way Del should be fighting out in the open like this. He needs to get across this bridge before Arch collapse in. Like you said, all Arch have to do is come from that western side, keep him engaged here directly on the bridge from the eastern group.
Gotta cross that bridge, and they're gonna turn on it. It's gonna be don't come across, Arch. Don't come across.
Escalation just trying to save those couple members to their eastern side there. But Del's he knows that he cannot fully commit across this wooden bridge as he's going to get wiped. Looks like western flank is clear though.
I think he's just waiting here until Arch gets on that bridge.
Yeah.
That's what this is. Just Arch, get on the bridge. We want to slap you. But Arch should be sending a force from the west. That's what should be happening now. They shouldn't be coming across the bridge. They should be leaving a force at the other side of the bridge and then coming across from the west.
It's like there is a small group slowly building itself up on the western
Yeah, I see
side,
that.
but
And what they need
nothing
to do
too crazy.
is wait until that western group engages, even if it's, not a full-sized group. Wait for it to engage and then stream across the bridge. Once they get the attention off of the bridge, then they can come across the bridge. But they cannot come across the bridge when escalation is just waiting for them.
Yep, Hangway, I did see him spamming there and say chat, die with me.
Yeah, he's saying hit the loot, hit the loot.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Some choice words coming in. It's like
know.
they're edging up. Looks like this front line is just deleted.
Yeah,
Hangway
gonna
is
get him.
dead.
His guy's dead here. Yeah, that's what's gonna happen, Hangway. Watch the VOD. I told you what to do.
Arch though, it looks like maybe because Hangway just died, it could be a suicide play here onto the bridge itself. It looks like a lot of people are gonna die.
No! Not like this, Arch. Oh gosh.
That western group's still just riding around mounted as well, so no pressure coming in from the west at all from Arch, and Dell is now just rotating cooldowns onto the bridge itself here. He may even get a little bit ballsy soon and go for a full push right through, but it all depends if he's willing to take that. But finally, here we go. X Arch as well. Nemesis.
It's here. It's here. The other group from the west is here. That's all they had to wait for. They could be going across now, and it could be a complete sandwich if Arch didn't kill themselves in the choke.
It's too slow. The cross of the bridge is too slow, and Dell's going to take full advantage of this.
No.
It's that. This could
like
be just,
this.
Oh boy. Too slow.
Arch, come on.
Yep.
Oh, Mishi, we know there's a fight on Arch right now. We know.
Dell's committed to this bridge, and it's so are Arch trying to cross it at the moment. There was an attempt, but X Arch are applying pressure on the north side, forcing Dell to fall back here. The other group of Arch are grouped up to the southwest as well. Nemesis, I don't know how long they're going to survive. Some defensives coming down here. This could give an opening. Dell is keeping an eye on the water bridge. He wants to strike it one more time. Those name tags are stacking to the eastern side across the wooden bridge here. Dell's looking. Combat looting is happening. Waiting for that icicle to go down. Here comes the engagement. Walking through that icicle. Grail Seeker defensively coming out here from Arch, and the knockback from Voltel on the command mammoth. A good play here defensively for Arch. And now are we seeing a full push? It looks like it's a full push.
Is it finally happening? Is it finally happening? Don't get cut. The choke. The bridge, guys. You gotta have supports.
So the way to break the bridge is you drop your Judicators and you drop your Enematics and Locusts as you push across the bridge. Not you die and then they come in afterwards.
God. Robin, it's very frustrating.
It
Being
is.
a member of Arch.
And look at that. That western flank is now dead. Dell looking back east once more, and they still haven't broken this bridge. They do know there's multiple different ways around. They just
back. No!
They can not just go across this bridge at the moment. Like they can go, south and around. They can go north and around. That wooden bridge isn't the only way. But it looks like the only way right now for Arch is a free trip back to the hideout.
Robin.
Oh, finally they crossed the wooden bridge.
They got to cross the bridge. They got to cross the bridge.
Dell did get shut down by the Beatles.
Yeah, they still didn't bring the supports. Like what happens in the from 18 to 0 that these guys are like, nope. Everybody with its support staff has to stay home. I want some frost. I want some fire and some bows. Bring bags. Everybody bring 2 bags.
For the people who didn't watch EU, was Arch doing really well in EU?
They've been doing very well for a week.
Like,
And then
it's
they do
literally
this.
night and day difference. Like, Arch won so many ZVZs against some of the biggest
What is
forces.
this? They're completely in disarray. They're not even grouped together. There's several groups just standing around looking at what they have in their bags. They didn't even break overcharge yet. This morning, they broke overcharge, figured out what to do in the middle of a fight, got their shit together, returned fire, and still won the battle. But this is the NA Arch. This is old Arch. This is what Escalation's been doing for months to Arch.
I always knew that us Europeans, us EU players were the Giga Chads of Albion, and these NA players are just... Ugh.
I love seeing just how many bodies are on this bridge, by the way.
So many.
They're all clumped up of Arch bodies here.
You know, when we saw that first pile of bodies, I was like, look, Arch did well. Maybe they surrounded somebody and completely crushed it. We know what happened there. We know what it was now.
Yeah. Well, Dell was looking for a battle board, and a battle board he shall get.
Happy birthday.
Yeah.
Arch heard it was his birthday, so they gave him presents. They let Lindwicker call.
Oh, dear. Well, I think, they may even get a free ballista here. One of the more expensive.
No, don't. Come on.
Yep, he's dead. Wait, is Arch regrouped? Oh, no.
No, don't do it again to me, guys. Like, I just don't have it in me.
It's just that massive blob on the bridge is just Arch combat looting.
Yeah, it's just Arch combat looting.
And Dell's just got word, and I think he's going full steam ahead towards.
Oh yeah, absolutely would. Why not? Escalation's here, already on the bridge. Completely deletes these guys on the far side of the bridge. Nothing was there. Not a single bit of defensive action played at all. Not a heal, not adjudicator, no locust, no nothing. Not a single enigmatic, not a thing.
Oh my god, they just keep dying in waves. This is the Arch I know.
Oof.
This is the true Arch. Yeah. Wow, I've never seen such a difference between Zerg performance between like EU and NA. Like, obviously, you know, it happens with all guilds, right? You know, different shock orders and stuff. But wow, what a difference! In EU, we trust, I guess.
Oh, this is worse than when Sucks takes over. This is bad.
V Muttley and Drick, it seems, are the MVPs for Arch. Those guys definitely have it in the bag. But it looks like that is it for the NA invasion here, Shozen and Tazzik. It's 45 minutes past the timer, pretty much.
We got content. We had content. We had some content. Arch provided content. Happy birthday, Dell. We know it's not your birthday, but you got all the presents you could ever ask for. Wow.
Exactly. Well, that's it for the NA invasion. Do we have level 8s? Is it level 8s tomorrow? No, right?
No, next week.
Oh, next week. Okay. All right.
Hold on. Let me. Yeah. Because it was 5, 6, 7, but I have to look because the schedule just got truncated, and we had, I feel like we had level 8s just last week, right?
Yeah, level 8s are next week.
Yeah, they're next week. So next week we have level 6s on the 20v20s, which we'll probably try to do. We do try to pick up the big level 20s. So we'll be here for that at 18. Then we'll do probably a flex show, and then some 5v5s at 20. And then be back on Sunday for the 8s. Also at 19 UTC.
Yep, and just so our NA viewers are aware, we do have a War Report 400 UTC going for Tuesday all the way to Friday. So we are covering 0-0 action. So if your guild is active around that time and you have a war, you know, just let us know. Discord ID is on screen. Do send me a message. Let me know if you guys are planning anything, and we'll be able to cover you slaying your opponents here on AOTV as well. So, NA War Report confirmed going forward Tuesday through to Friday. Make sure you're following the channel to be notified when we go live. But that's it from us here tonight. I hope you guys enjoyed the action. I hope you guys enjoyed the Slaughterfest of Arch. And we'll be back on Tuesday at 1800 UTC. Adios.
Good night, guys.